Oh. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our first almost live at five. A few technical difficulties. Still says not available, but I think I am live. Um, Today, let's just start by introducing myself. I'm Alpha Adams. I'm working with Gary Agudo with Blue Collar Crypto, and just want to review a few things. Obviously, for traders out there, this week has been very good. It's been all up all week as of the shooting of Donald Trump or the attempted assassination. And because it brought his ratings up so high, everybody in the world knows that he likes crypto, and it was good for crypto. So the markets sailed. Then Biden announced his resignation, which has kind of slowed things down a bit. Also, the East ETF is coming. It came today. As expected, the markets were a little volatile. When Bitcoin had their first ETF, the markets actually dropped 20%. Basically, buy buy and sell the news. So I would expect it to be volatile again tomorrow. And then after that, we should see ETH pump as the financial institutes start buying ETH. Most of them won't have bought or sold much ETH today because obviously it's the first day and they have to get their clients in. I'd be surprised if there's any. So let's start by actually looking at some charts. Okay, here we have the Bitcoin chart. Or sorry, bring the Bitcoin chart up. Get rid of some of this stuff. Let's remove all the drawings. As you can see, Bitcoin has been on a climb. This is the 8-hour chart. Had a little bit of a dip today, not much. We do, like as a trader, I'm hoping for a bigger correction because it would give me better entries on stuff. But I was hoping to see Bitcoin drop to around this 62 to 60 area, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're having that much of a correction. I think maybe we're just in for like a 10% possibly. Um, see what else we got here. Let's bring up the ETH chart. Okay, this was some drawings I did earlier. I threw on a fib. Now fib, let me get rid of this too. The fib I took from down here to here. And then it puts these indicators on, which are surprisingly enough are very accurate. You can see how things bounce right around the exact 236 in this case. And today we bounced right off the 236. So it's a very valuable tool when you're trading. Use it all the time. And then these markings here are just resistance zones. History tells us when it hits this area, and it's amazing how it does work, that there is going to be, a retracement, or it's going to struggle to get past there and it'll bounce down. You'll see how it went up here and then down, and it uses all these resistance zones. Lots of times when I'm trying to pick an entry, I will use the fib as an entry point. So let's see if we can find a chart. This is just teaching you how to do some technical analysis. So here's an empty chart, and usually I'll start on the 12-hour just to see what kind of pattern we're in. And you can see it's on a downward on this, so I'll put in a trend line. I'll usually add an alert to it. That way, if it starts popping through there, it usually will go parabolic a bit for a while. So I usually will put alerts on something like that. And then I'll drop down to the 1 hour. See what the smaller time frame is doing, and you can see it's still on a downturn. But in this case, on the 1 hour, I would grab my Fibonacci tool, which is right up here. And I'd take it from the bottom of this candle up to this one. And just by looking at it, you can see how accurate it is. You can see that it actually bounced right off the 618. So that would be an entry point if we hadn't hit there yet. So now I'll go down to a smaller time frame if I wanted to enter this trade, which is, it looks like it might be a good one because it's going to be heading back up. And I take a fib on the smaller time frame too. Okay. So we got this is our stochastic RSI. And as you can see, when it's down at the bottom, when it heads up, price usually starts heading up. And when it heads down, the price goes down or stays stagnant. So being at the bottom, this might be an entry area right here. It did bounce off the 382. So we might expect it to head right up to about this area, which is the 6888. So you might be able to make a small gain there. It'd be a little less than 1%, but if you 5x it, that's going to be almost a 5% return. And then it looks like the next resistance point is a fair way up. So you may be able to take this trade as high as 3%, which would give you 15% if you were using 5x leverage. If you want to learn more about trading with leverage and stuff, you can take quicklearncrypto.com and learn all the terms, all the different tools like the Fibonacci I'm using, your trend lines, resistance, which is trading action. You can join, once you've gone through the school, you can join the Blue Collar DGen group where we do trading talk all day. And yeah, welcome it. Tomorrow on the Live at 5, I'm going to introduce a tool that makes trading quite easy. I've been testing it out since Friday. I'll give you a link tomorrow, and along with a discount code. It's called Lux Algo, and it gives you a few extra graphs and good entry points. So this here is part of it, and what I've been testing is how these dots work. And this is a little bit better than the stochastic RSI because it takes into account money flow. When it's in the red, money's flowing out of the asset. When it's green, money's flowing in. And it works on every time frame. Also, I've been using the price overlays. Let's remove all the drawings. And it gives you entry and exit points. They've been pretty accurate so far. I've been able to make some money with it. So tomorrow I'll be teaching how to use this tool if you want to learn to trade with it. It is a paid subscription. You pay monthly or yearly. I do have a 20% discount code for you that we'll give tomorrow when I review how to use it. So personally, for today and tomorrow, I'd be trading very careful just because the market is very volatile. A lot of it is due to the ETF, and people are just unsure where it's going to go. So, like I said, after the Bitcoin ETF, the market dropped 20%, which was good for entry points. But if you were in a trade where you didn't have a stop loss, it's definitely going to affect your profits. So most importantly, always use a stop loss. Go to Quick Learn Crypto, learn what all these terms mean. If you're unsure what I'm talking about, take the course. It's free for 30 days, I believe, till for another month, I believe. If not, after that, it'll be free for 7 days. If you put your mind to it, you can get this whole thing done in that time. And then join our group. Alrighty, so everyone, just want to say enjoy your evening and trade well.